Welcome to Stonkinacci, and in today's video we're going to take you through a whole list of stocks and all the ones that are doing good and try to cover them and go through the technical analysis of things. And if that interests you, definitely subscribe, like the video, and drop us a comment on what stock you would like for us to cover next along with the time frame, and we'll get it in the next video. So if you've been sticking with me for a few years, I've been doing this channel and covering Tesla stock only, along with a few other stocks. But from now on, we're going to cover all stocks and not be so biased to one stock. And as you can see, having one stock that's your favorite can lead to 1,000 days of sideways with just a 20-30% gainer. So that's not really the type of gains I'm looking for long term. And so, if it was going to break bullish, it would have right here. And it did have a good run up compared to other stocks. But as we can see on the weekly, it is looking like it's coming down. And then if you go to the higher time frames, like the 3-week, we are getting bearish divergence when you count this high to this high, which is a little far back, but they do play out over time. And so with that being said, it does look like a top in the markets for Tesla along with other stocks. And so it's not the best news, but if you like trading stocks, you have to kind of watch the markets and, in my opinion, buy low and sell high. So in order to buy low, the stocks have to come down. And so here we are on the daily. It is looking like it could pop back up, but looking at the lower time frames, it's not looking very good, as we are getting pushed down by the red 10 simple. And I guess I should do a better job of explaining my indicators that we're looking at. And so these are my moving averages, and we have the red 10 simple moving average, the 21-day EMA, the 34-day EMA, the 55, the 89, and the 144, the 200 EMA, the 200 simple moving average, and the blue 377 EMA. And it's a lot to look at and think about, but to me, it's a good way to get an idea of what's going on in the market. And so that's what I use, and I think they look pretty good. And so basically, like I said, this isn't going to be all about Tesla. And so we'll look at the biggest gainers on my watch list, and feel free to tell me, like I said, what stocks you're looking at. And Planetaire on the 6 hours looking a little toppy, and this has had a crazy run up, but it could definitely go up some more. Jumping down to the 1 hour, which I don't usually like to look at the 1 hour, putting in some bearish divergence. So, and then Reddit stock, which is one that also surprised me, been basically going straight up for a while, looking like it might have another push to the upside. Meta, which has been the big winner this cycle, and as you can see, if you were lucky enough to get in on Meta at the bottom on December 22nd, you would be up 500%. And, from prior all-time high to now, that's 80%. So that's a lot better than Tesla. As you can see, from all-time high to right here, only 10%. So pretty pitiful. Again, I don't know what makes something like that happen, but anyway, it did happen. And going to be moving forward in a different stock. Like I said, Bitcoin's pretty lame. Cathie Wood stock didn't do so good. Meta's a good one, but overall I do think Tesla's a better stock than Meta, but I could be wrong and have been. Like I said, these are just my opinions, but something like Visa, doing very good, so I'm just going to try to watch the other stocks. And Ethereum looking like it's going to go back to $800, and it's not going to break bullish out of this pattern like most people thought. And back in the day it was in a pattern like this and it broke bullish, and now we have this one that's looking like it's going to go down. So that's pretty terrible, especially when gold's hitting all-time highs. So if you were in Ethereum and Tesla, you are not doing good compared to other stocks. And even something like Netflix, doing very good. And Nvidia did really good this cycle, although it is looking like it's falling off a cliff right now. And then you have stocks like Walmart that are doing really good, which is weird because you would have thought Tesla would have done better. But Microsoft, which looking at it right here on the monthly zero volatility, probably going to pull back, and that ties in with my thoughts that we're in a market top across all sectors. And bearish divergence on the monthly on Google, and you can just keep going through and it's more monthly bearish divergence or it's doing really good. And so there's a few good ones, but overall it's looking not good. And when you look at the S&P, this one's a little bit harder to judge, but if you get to the 2 week, we have triple bearish divergence and another little set of divergence right here. So I do think we're going to be going down to 4,300 over time in the S&P, or even lower. It can even get real bad like 08, which I hope this doesn't happen. But just to put it in perspective, this was 37% below the blue 377. And so if we had something like that, I'm just interested to see where that would be at. 2,200, which if you take it from right here, 64% down. So that is definitely something to keep our eyes on right there. But yeah, other than that, for today, ARKW's looking bullish, and Planeteer and Reddit, outside of that, we're going down. But with that, I'll leave it right there, and thank you for watching.